How long does it take to get $3,000 a month in dividends? That is the real question. Forget the hype. Forget the get-rich-quick schemes you see online. This is not about a secret stock pick or a market timing trick that no one else knows. The path to meaningful dividend income is paved with something far less exciting: simple math and unwavering patience. The single most important decision is not which stock to buy, but the decision to start and to keep going, no matter what. Everything else flows from that one simple commitment you make to your future self. It is a long game, and understanding the timeline is the first step. The idea of earning $3,000 every month without working for it feels like a dream. For many, it represents a profound shift in their financial lives. It is not necessarily enough money to buy a yacht or a private jet, but it is enough to change the rules of the game. That amount of passive income can cover a mortgage payment in many parts of the country. It can pay for groceries. It can pay for utilities. It can pay for transportation. It can supplement a pension. It can supplement Social Security, turning a tight retirement into a comfortable one. It can provide the breathing room to switch careers, reduce your work hours, or simply sleep better at night knowing you have a safety net. This is not about getting rich, it is about gaining freedom. The journey to this level of financial independence is often misunderstood. People get bogged down in the complexity of financial markets, searching for the perfect investment or the optimal strategy. Let us break down what $3,000 a month really means. Earning $3,000 per month is the equivalent of earning $36,000 per year in passive income. This is the annual dividend income your portfolio needs to produce. The dividend yield is simply the annual dividend per share divided by the stock's price per share expressed as a percentage. For an entire portfolio, it is the total annual dividends you receive divided by the total value of the portfolio. A higher yield means you need less capital to generate your target income, but it often comes with higher risk. For our purposes, we will look at two common and realistic yield targets: a conservative 4% and a more moderate 5%. These are not guaranteed, but they are reasonable long-term averages for a diversified portfolio of dividend-paying stocks. Using a conservative 4% dividend yield, the calculation is straightforward. $36,000 divided by 0.04 equals $900,000. To safely generate $36,000 a year in dividends, you would need to build an investment portfolio worth $900,000. This number might seem intimidating, and for many people it is. $36,000 divided by 0.05 equals $720,000. Your real goal is not just the monthly income, it is accumulating a portfolio of between $720,000 and $900,000. To illustrate this, let's explore three different scenarios. For these examples, we will use a target portfolio of $750,000. We will also assume a steady 7% average annual total return. And reinvested dividends. Show three parallel bar charts labeled $500 MO, $1,000 MO, and $2,000 MO, showing timelines of 30, 22, and 16 years to reach $750K. In our first scenario, let's assume you are able to save and invest $500 per month. With a consistent monthly investment of $500 and a 7% annual return, it would take you approximately 30 years to reach the $750,000 target. Yes, 3 decades. The early years feel incredibly slow, as your contributions make up the vast majority of your portfolio's growth. But as the years pass, the power of compounding begins to take hold, and the growth starts to accelerate. Now, let's see what happens if you can double your savings rate to $1,000 per month. You would reach the $750,000 goal in approximately 22 years. You have not just cut 8 years from your timeline, you have shaved off nearly a third of the waiting period. Finally, let's look at an even more aggressive savings scenario of $2,000 per month. You would be able to reach the $750,000 portfolio goal in just 16 years. Section 4. The inflection point. When compounding takes over. The reason the timelines shrink so dramatically with higher savings is due to the magic of compounding. But it is important to understand how it works in simple terms. Compounding is the process where your investment returns begin to generate their own returns. It is a virtuous cycle. In the beginning, your portfolio's growth comes almost entirely from the money you contribute. You put in $500 and your balance goes up by $500 plus a tiny bit of growth. This phase can feel like a slog, and it is where many people lose motivation because the progress feels painfully slow. It is like trying to push a giant boulder up a hill. It takes a lot of effort for very little movement. As your portfolio grows larger, the amount of money it earns from investment returns starts to rival and eventually surpass the amount of money you are contributing. This is the compounding inflection point. For example, once your portfolio reaches $100,000, a 7% return means your investments are adding $7,000 to your balance that year, which is more than the $6,000 you contributed by saving $500 a month. From this point forward, your money is working harder than you are. This inflection point is a powerful psychological milestone. It is the moment when you truly feel the market's momentum on your side. Section 5. The behavioral traps that steal your future. The math behind building a dividend portfolio is simple, but human behavior is complex. Most people who fail to reach their financial goals do not fail because their spreadsheet was wrong. They fail because they fall into predictable behavioral traps. These are unforced errors that can add years or even decades to your timeline. The most common mistake is simply stopping your contributions. Life happens. A job loss, an unexpected medical bill, a major home repair, while temporary pauses are sometimes unavoidable. Making a habit of stopping and starting your investments is devastating to long-term compounding. Consistency is your greatest ally. Another massive trap is panic selling during a market downturn. Stock markets do not go up in a straight line. They are volatile. Periodic crashes. Corrections are a normal and expected part of investing. When the market drops 20% or 30%, it feels scary. The natural human instinct is to sell to stop the pain and wait until things calm down. This is the worst possible thing you can do. Selling at the bottom locks in your losses and ensures you miss the eventual recovery. They see them not as a threat, but as an opportunity to buy more shares at a discount. Section 6. The only 3 levers you can actually pull. If you feel discouraged by the long timelines, the good news is that you are not powerless. While you cannot control the stock market's returns, there are 3 fundamental levers you can pull to speed up your journey to $3,000 a month in dividends. These are the only things that truly matter, and they are all within your control. The first and most powerful lever is to simply invest more money. Finding an extra $100, $200, $500 to invest each month can shave years off your goal. This might mean cutting back on expenses, negotiating a raise, starting a side hustle. The second lever is to increase your time in the market. If you have not started yet, the best time to start is today, 2025-12-17. The third lever is to consistently and automatically reinvest all of your dividends. This creates a powerful feedback loop. That is it. No secret ETF, no magic stock. Success in dividend investing does not come from finding a shortcut. It comes from relentlessly pulling these 3 levers, year after year. In the end, achieving a goal like $3,000 a month in dividends is not about luck or genius. It is not something reserved for the wealthy or the well-connected. It is simply a matter of math and patience. The path is clear. Save a portion of your income. Invest it consistently in a diversified portfolio of assets. Reinvest the earnings and give it time to grow. The math is unforgiving in the early years when progress feels slow, but it becomes your greatest ally in the later years as your portfolio's growth accelerates. Remember that the first $3,000 a month is the hardest and slowest to achieve. But once you have that foundation in place, the next $3,000 comes faster. Your role is not to outsmart the market, but to be a disciplined participant within it. Keep saving, keep investing, and avoid the big mistakes. Let math and patience be your guideposts. The slow road is the surest road. If you want, I can show you how long it would take you specifically. Just comment dividends below.